What is the token payload in JWT authentication? Imagine you're sending a secret message that contains all the important details about who you are and what you can do. The token payload in JSON Web Token Authentication is exactly that. It holds the core information you want to share securely. When you log into a website or app, your server creates a token that has three parts: the header, the payload, and the signature. The payload is the middle part and is where all the meaningful data lives. This data is called claims, which are statements about the user or entity involved. These claims can be standard or custom. Standard claims include things like who issued the token, who it is about, when it expires, and when it was issued. These are recommended by the JWT specification and help keep things organized. Custom claims are created by developers to include extra information, like user roles or permissions, that the server needs to make decisions. The payload is encoded in a format called base60 for URL, which makes it easy to transmit over the internet. But remember, this part is not encrypted by default, so anyone with the token can decode and read it. That's why the signature is important. It protects the integrity of the token and confirms it hasn't been altered. In real-world backend work, the payload is where you put details like a user's unique ID, their email verification status, or roles like admin or editor. When a user makes a request, the server reads the payload to verify their identity and what they are allowed to do. For example, if the payload says the user is an admin, the server can grant access to admin-only resources. So the token payload is like a compact package of user information that helps your server decide what the user can see or do. It keeps things stateless, meaning the server doesn't need to remember sessions, because all the necessary info is right there in the token. This makes your application faster and more secure, especially when dealing with APIs and server-side logic. The payload is essential for making authentication and authorization smooth and reliable.